Hello everyone, welcome to Hiran's Wow. This channel is about food, lifestyle and mindfulness. In this video, we are going to look at, are we expressing love enough? Is it true that love can be expressed and constantly be worked only between romantic couples? I don't think so. Love has many forms and it can be between anybody. I feel one of the most purest forms of love is between parents and child, whether it is between human beings or animals. We see that is one of the most purest and the form of love which makes them protect their child no matter what and in their best possible ability. Some of us unfortunately might not experience that because of not knowing who our parents are or having different sort of relationship. But it doesn't limit to parental love. It can be from different people. For instance, it could be from strangers whom you have no clue of who they are or where they come from, and eventually they end up being our friends for life. It is all about identifying and paying attention to that like-mindedness and knowing that you can trust this person. The beauty in love is you don't have to say a lot. You can express it in different ways. Even by helping someone in need, by showing someone that we are there for them, and by hearing out if someone is in problems. Anything can show that you care for them and they matter to you. We might see in some cases that we identify some relationships as extraordinary relationships. We could be having a sibling, but then they don't just end up being our sibling, but our best friend and our well-wisher. Ideally, they could just stop being a brother or a sister and do their job, but they go that extra mile. And there are a lot of such extraordinary relationships that can happen in our lives. It is just a matter of identifying them and acknowledging them and keeping them close to our heart. I love you not only for what you are, but for what I am when I am with you, says Elizabeth Barrett Browning. Do you relate to anyone when you read this quote? Well, I do. When you come across this quote, those people could be your mother, your grandmother, your cousin, your friend, or anybody in this world. Then, are you paying enough attention in expressing your love towards them? Are you making sure that you're spending enough time with them? Well, if that's not the case, I think it's time to rethink and identify ways of spending some sort of a quality time with them. We know that communication is not always easy. Even if we say a thing loud and clear, the other person has trouble in interpreting exactly the message we are giving. In a case where we are not even expressing what we feel, how will the other person even get it? Take the time and effort to express your love. I'll give some simple tips for people who don't really enjoy small talk or who think that, well, will this really make a difference? Let us see what could be potential challenges in expressing love. The first point is time. Well, if you think that I am busy right now, that's okay. Let's see how we can address that. Second point is asking ourselves the question of if we are disturbing our loved ones by contacting them. And the third thing is having a problem with short talks. Time. Well, if we think that we are busy right now and we don't have time, are we going to be this busy even after a week, a month, or 3 months later? It might not be the case, right? So always try and identify those time pockets which are not really being used or where you're not busy. Sometimes it's just alright to express how we feel towards others because they're not some random people. They're someone who really matter the most to you. And taking time to invest in those relationships might make a lot of difference in your life. The second thing could be asking ourselves, am I disturbing my loved ones? Well, this could be a very common concern because we might not really understand their time zones and the timetables initially. In this world, we might be living in different time zones. But that doesn't have to refrain us from connecting with the people that matter to us. It's just a matter of understanding their day-to-days and helping them also understand that you want to connect with them, but it is possible for you in certain time pockets. I'm sure that there can be a common ground and eventually you can identify a common time that could work for both of you. And the third challenge, which a lot of people might have, is problem having short talks. Isn't it better to at least say hello and make sure that the other person feels loved and belonged rather than not saying hi or not even expressing that you're thinking about them? Well, sometimes when you don't have time for a long conversations, it still makes sense and makes a lot of difference to just remind them that you're still thinking of them, but right now is not a moment for a long conversation. Well, if it is not a short talk, it could be a case that you might not really connect with them at all. So isn't it better just to say hi sometimes? After watching this video, at least try and connect with 3 of your loved ones, no matter what the relationship is, and try and reinvest in your relationship and see what that does for you. I think at least one of that should reciprocate, and you might have a mutual time that you both invest in rebuilding this relationship. If not, well, it's clearly time to identify new relationships and invest. With my experience in life, I want to tell you that having good relationships, compassion, and peace of mind is much more important than having achievements, awards, degrees, or money, says Mrs. Sudhamurthy. My mom recently sent this quote to me and I was really inspired, and that is what motivated me to make this video. Let's make sure that we rightly invest in our meaningful relationships, which are going to be there for us for the rest of our lives. And if even they are not there anymore in this world, the values that they pass on and the memories we make with them are going to be really cherishable. Hope this video helps you to reconnect with your loved ones and make sure that you're expressing all the love you have for them. Do leave your comments in the comment section below. Do subscribe for more such lovely content, and thank you so much for watching Ranswell. Bye for now.